What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to Crypto Empire, where we dominate the crypto market. I'm back for another live stream, and it's Friday. We're headed into the weekend, and Bitcoin is pumping into the New York Open. Will that continue? Let's discuss right now. So starting things off like we typically do with our market overview. Bitcoin right now, $65,680. We have Ethereum trading for $2,655. And today's actually the big day for the Binance chain, BNB, Binance Smart Chain. The man, the myth, the legend, CZ is getting an early release from prison. All right, so an early release after serving 119 days. He was convicted for failing to implement KYC and resigned as the CEO of Binance, but remains Binance's largest shareholder, as you would expect from the Don, still keeping ownership of the company that he built. So his release comes 2 days early due to weekend policy. Cointelegraph saying that this is bullish. And BNB here pumping on that news. If we look at the BNB chart, it hasn't broken out yet. Still trading in its Monday range, which is quite interesting. Hold on one moment. I'll be back in like 20 seconds. All right, we're back. Appreciate your patience. So yes, as we were saying, BNB is still trading inside of its Monday range. It's right at its all-time high, right? It's right at the highs from 2021, as well as the highs from June of this year. And it does look ready to break into price discovery here, right, guys? So have your eyes on BNB. And also have your eyes on some BNB ecosystem coins. Now, CAT pulling back pretty hard right now. After tapping its Monday high, Simon's Cat, new meme coin on the Binance Smart Chain. I am looking at this one for a massive move into price discovery. All right, so it broke out of this bull flag, and it is now basically kind of retesting the top breakout of the bull flag. I have my eyes on this one, right? I still have alerts set lower here in case we do get some kind of big flush, which is possible currently looking at Bitcoin. Right, we are now, we've made it the first higher high in like 5 months, 6 months, which is major. All right, if you're still bearish on the crypto market right now, you better check yourself before you wreck yourself. It's the time to be a bull. So yeah, with that being said, with Bitcoin, definitely still you should be cautious right now. We just had some of the most insane 2-week pumps over the past 2 weeks that we've had in a very long time. It's just not the time to be FOMOing into new positions, especially on leverage, right? It's time to take profit and pay yourself, basically, and wait for dips. But with that being said, Bitcoin's still in range to push up here to the top of the channel. However, we'll see what happens going into the New York Open, which is in 10 minutes right now. There is some signs of pullbacks here. So with that, my alerts are still set. Looking at 61,300, even though at this point, I think that even a test of this demand level near 62 could suffice as a nice dip to load up on. We have to understand that the market's extremely strong right now, and when it's trending this aggressively, it can just keep on ripping higher with very shallow pullbacks, right? So I just put an alert here. Let's move this right to 62,000 in this demand level. Yeah, I am looking to buy dips, basically. Had a great week. I mean, coins are pumping, portfolio is pumping. We're green. It's the time to basically look to buy the dip, in my opinion. Also, going further into this, expanding, looking at the total market cap, until it's back above 2.5 trillion, 2.47 trillion, these highs, we still have to be somewhat cautious. Apologies if you guys can hear that. Landscapers are outside. It's pretty loud and distracting, but we're going to continue nonetheless. Yeah, anyways, for the total market cap, we're still below 2.5 trillion. All right. We are breaking out of this bull flag, or very close to it, but we haven't broken out yet. So yeah, with that, again, we can still reject here, have a lower high on the total. So we're in buy the dip mode. All right. We made a higher high on Bitcoin after 5-6 months. Don't fade the strength. Don't be bearish. Just simply look to go in more if you have more capital when we get that next dip, likely to like 60,000 to 60,000, 61,000, 62,000. That's my plan, at least. Let's see what's going on with our live chat. We got Crypto Middle East and Africa. He says, let's go Connor and Empire. Smash that like button. We got Topi with us saying, let's go, guys. Good to have you here again, Connor. What's up, Topi? We got Kylo. We got Raphael. We got Rinum talking about Tectum. We'll look at that in a moment. LOL, I just know you're so how could you tell? Hello to everyone. Rio, our big winner. Let's see, Rio. Pumping today. Putting in another breakout, all right? So being bullish is getting rewarded. We love to see it. Rio looking very good here. I mean, this is breaking out of a 7-month downtrend. Imagine not being bullish after breaking out of a 7-month downtrend. Gaming Architects, his total 3 is pumping. Imagine being a bear with the total 3 breaking out of a 7-month downtrend. It couldn't be me. It absolutely could not be me. We haven't even hit elections yet, guys. Right? Usually everything gets crazy after the elections. We're still a month away from the elections. So just imagine being a bear right now. Crazy. We got Rashid. What's up, Connor? What's going on, Rashid? How are you? And we got Topi. Says, look at Render and ARB. Render putting in the breakout right now. It does look like it wants to pump, Topi. It does look like it wants to pump and continue out of this. Only thing that would spoil the party would be Bitcoin pulling back. But there's a decent chance right now with how strong it is that it just makes a straight shot up here to 68. So Render could be good for continuation. It's looking like it just wants to rip up from here to the quarterly open at 750. And then Arbitrum, extremely oversold, still even at 64 cents. Same kind of situation as Render, still well below the mean and quarterly open. So yeah, I see moves here, 25% to the quarterly open, and you got 35% to the 200 daily EMA. So you have a lot of room to run to just get back to the middle, basically, get back to the mean for ARB and Render. If we want to take an entry on this, I would just play the trend line. You have a pretty easy invalidation, so I would look for just a very simple dip here and then run up. You don't have to do anything crazy or complicated here, right? Anybody can draw a trend line, but not everybody can actually execute. I would just play it pretty tight. Right. If this is actually going to break out here and continue this push above the Monday high, it shouldn't really come back inside of the range. So yeah, I would just look for a move back to the trend line and then continuation. We got Rainer. What's up, Rainer? We got Pulse Altcoin Talk. Thoughts on Trump and PLS? Looks really special. So yeah, we called the Trump bottom. It's basically up almost 100% from the bottom. Another successful bottom call to add to our track record here at Crypto Empire. Nothing really to say about this chart other than let it rip. Just let it rip, right? Elections are on November 5th. And we expect huge rallies in October into November 5th. And I would look to sell everything, or at least 80% of this, if you get an explosive October into November. The election could be a sell the news event. If Trump wins, this could just rocket to $50 or something, but you got to take profits and pay yourself, because there's nobody that's going to do that for you. And if you bought the bottom, again, which was shared here multiple times, take those profits, make them real. So yeah, that's the Trump chart. There's really nothing to say. I mean, it bottomed out and it's pumping. And your other question is about the PLS chart. I'm not sure. Give me the contract. I haven't looked at any Hex pulsechain ecosystem stuff in a long time. Let's see. Rainer says, are we looking for new coins from this cycle that haven't broken out yet? I got myself in some AI coins that launched this year that haven't broken out yet. I think AI coins are a good play to do stuff like that with. Maybe some gaming coins. Looking at AI in general, Tau, the leader, it's very close to its all-time high, right? This thing is only 40% away from its all-time high. Very aggressive rally from the lows, like 220, right? Nice 130% move, 150% move. Now we're only 40% away from those highs. And basically when Bitcoin and Tau lead, all the little ones will lag. And that's when your 20 mil market cap AI coins are really going to put in their numbers. All right. So yeah, I think it's a good idea to have some new AI coins from this cycle. Let's see. We got Bravo. He says, good morning. Blender is exploding. It went up more than FET. Just came out of a bull flag. 30 mil market cap AI coin. Yep, there you go. Like I was just saying, basically, it's also a new one from this cycle. Let's see. Kadar, can I make 300K with 10 grand? I mean, yeah, you can 30X. I've 30X before. Many people watching this live stream have 30X to coin and crypto before. It's certainly possible. Now you ask, which coins and what kind of allocation would you suggest? Many thanks. I talk about this kind of stuff in my free ebook. I don't give financial advice, but consider joining the mastermind if you want one-on-one help from me with questions like this. I'm not going to answer it on a live stream. Let's see. VGTA, hope you're doing well. Can you show us Aether still didn't pump? So yes, indeed, it still didn't pump, but it looks like it wants to. Yeah, look. One of two things will happen. Either it just holds steady right here and puts in a nice kind of God candle up, or it wants to break this line and head back down to grab some liquidity, maybe sweeping this low like so, or maybe coming down here, sweeping these before going. But yeah, it's bullish. Chart looks good. Nice aggressive move to resistance, but if this thing's going to actually trend, which it should, then the whole meat of the move hasn't happened yet. All right, so people thinking that they missed the altcoin season and they're too late. Look, the meat of these moves have not taken place yet. There's a lot of time here. We're still very, very low. Most people's interest in crypto is still not there. So you're certainly not too late, right? We just got a question. Can you 30X, 10K to 300K? Yeah, you still can for sure. You're going to have to be kind of more aggressive and look to compound, right? You could catch one coin that will 30X, or you can maybe catch one that does a 10X, take your profits, and then look for another coin. And then from there, you only need a 3X basically to get your 300K. So yeah, you can look to compound. There's several ways to skin the cat. It depends how you want to play it. But yeah, A3 looks good there. All right, now moving on. So we talked about the CZ release. Some other news is Qubic futures are now listed on MEXC. All right, so pretty big news. A lot of stuff happening with Qubic behind the scenes, or maybe in the full spotlight. And the fact that it's listed on MEXC futures now is good. It's listed on a lot of exchanges now. So, I mean, they got market makers kind of painting the chart, and that's a good thing, right? Because in order for a coin to really send hard, having market makers on board, working that chart is a very good thing. And at some point in time, they should send this thing, especially with the AI narrative. Now, looking at Qubic after breaking out of the bull flag, it's having its first pullback after hitting the 12-hour 200 EMA. As we can see, hit the red line exactly, pull back. So ideally, we just start to kind of consolidate here underneath this resistance and then put in the next leg higher. It is possible that we come back down and retest the breakout again. We got it on 1 wick here, but around 2,000 per billion is your breakout level. So if you feel like you're under allocated and you haven't bought enough, that's where I would be looking for a pullback. Other AI coins really looking good as well. OXO back to 20 cents. AGC at 30. ENQAI has been an absolute ripper off of the bottom. I mean, what did this thing multiply? 450%. Very impressive. Netmind also pulling back. There are a lot of good AI coins on sale right now. A lot of them have very good fundamentals. It's up to you to pick the ones you like, basically, but not having AI exposure is riskier than having AI exposure right now. Moving on to another piece of news. So BlackRock saw the highest monthly ETF inflows as the US Bitcoin holdings continue to climb. Also, BlackRock owns around 2% of the Bitcoin supply right now, and they are certainly going for much, much more. They want to control that market. They want to corner that market, but their inflows continue to climb as we head into Q4 right now. All right, Q4 is like 4 days away. And we also have the elections like 30-something days away, 35 days away or so. We are looking really, really good here heading into Q4. And if you watch this video, how to trade based off of key dates, I talk about the election and how to use that date of November 5th to trade. Very, very important information in this video that you should watch. And also, here was the Trump bottom at 174. For anybody that missed that, the Trump bottom now up 100% from that price. But yeah, we're looking really good to close out this quarter and head into Q4 of this year. Very exciting times are ahead. And we got our New York open 6 minutes ago. And it looks like we got some selling happening at the New York Open. So we'll see how alts react. This thing is pumping. ZBCN. Floki pumping with the CZ release today. Again, guys, Cat is a BNB meme coin. This 4.0 level might just hold, or 0.04. I mean, memes really are insane right now, guys. And Pepe as well. Beautiful move here on Pepe. If we look at this, I posted this on the 25th, 2 days ago on Wednesday, on Pepe, basically looking for that breakout. And, you know, right there on that trend line was the last low before a major impulsive move of 27% in basically 1 day on Pepe. And again, people think they missed this move, right? The real move is going to look like this. Something like this. All right, this is not the move. You haven't missed it. Sure, it is up 50% over the past 2 weeks. But that doesn't mean much, especially if it's headed 10x, 20x from here, which is possible. And speaking about Pepe, I mean, I have my eyes on the Pepe kind of beta play derivative, and that's Bobo the Bear, guys. Quite bullish on Bobo the Bear to go to billions still. And, you know, pulled back from the top of our green zone, hit the trend line resistance, pulled back to your 50% fib in this rally-based rally level. This one is being slept on heavily. Bobo is getting slept on. So yeah, any moves into this area, I think, is ripe for the taking. It might just be ready to continue after this pullback. But yeah, with Pepe going, I have my eyes on Bobo right now. Could be the last call. We'll see. But regardless, I think that this is the first impulsive move of the new uptrend. This is your first pullback. Don't miss a 10x because you were waiting for 20% lower to buy. And I'll leave you with that because I think Bobo is going to billions. And Mumu should do well too. Mumu on Sol. Looking to break the top of this channel here. All right, this is on breakout watch. Impulsive move to the top of the channel. Consolidating under resistance. This should pop. This should pop and run pretty hard. Mumu the bull on Solana. And you can trade perps with that on Bybit. So people will miss, right? We want to be able to watch the chart as it's forming. Now, there's obviously demand down here, 0.052 down to 0.0497, but we had a new zone form. And notice how price is respecting it, right? It formed yesterday at the daily open, daily close. So in a trending environment, you'll miss a lot of trades waiting for the lower zone that's, you know, been respected multiple times because you don't look at what's happening right in front of your face and you don't miss the new zone that's formed. All right. And again, in a trending environment, price doesn't give you the dip that you are looking for typically because everybody's looking for the big dip to get long. People are scared to enter and then just get blown out with a huge move down, which, you know, does happen all the time in crypto. But in a strong market, in a trending environment, the dips are typically shallower. So yeah, we want to be able to find zones as they form on the chart. And there's one here on Mumu that could just end up holding here. Unless Bitcoin crashes, this candle will flip from green to red, and it will come back down to these lows at 0.05. Let's see. Kadar says, can Caspa reach $1? I think it certainly can and will reach $1. I think $1 is FUD for Cas. And starting to break out now. It's 17 cents. I think this thing has a 10x in it. I think $1.70 is very doable. $2 to $3 has always been my target for Caspa. We got Trucker Steve. He says Trump 2024. Send it. Absolutely. Kazuya says, I believe memes will outperform utility altcoins this cycle. Compared to the last bull cycle, in this cycle, all the liquidation goes to Bitcoin and meme coins. So everybody has a different take on that. And some people are upset that, meme coins fragment liquidity and they spread money out everywhere. And then, the devs and the influencers get all that. It is true. It does do that. But you got to respect what the market likes, and the market likes memes. So yeah, Kazuya, good point. And that's why I have meme coin exposure. I think it's foolish to not have any meme coin exposure. Let's see. We got Armzilla in here asking about TET. Somebody earlier asked about TET as well. Oh yeah, Renum. So yeah, TET breaking out above $10. That's huge. That's very, very big for Tectum, for this altcoin. It's made a higher high, right? It's officially in a new uptrend, and it's got a lot of ground to make up, but this is how it starts. This is how the new kind of uptrend parabolic rally starts. So very good news for Tectum. What's my market cap prediction for this coin? As a layer one, if it's going to succeed, it should hit at least $1 billion market cap. Right? And that would put it somewhere around $120, $130 per coin. And that's just at 1 billion. Could certainly do more. But minimum I would look for is $1 billion market cap. If it's going to have any success as a layer one, right, it should at least hit $1 billion market cap. But it certainly could go much, much higher than that. Let's see, YouTuber GoKill. Yes, I did see the Twitter news that, Qubic can achieve $5 million per week in revenue from selling computing power. I did see that post, yes. And let's see, Tonega, hi boss, what do you think about Naka? So yeah, I'm very bullish on Naka. It's been kind of like my main gaming coin for the cycle. And it looks very good here on the daily time frame. Right, broke out of the 6-month downtrend, 7-month downtrend for March. Cleared your 200 daily EMA. Now at the 300 SMA on the daily, this blue line. So this thing is pushing, and I think minimum we should look for is double digits, but it can certainly go much higher than that. But we want to be scaling out on its way up. Anyone formerly known as ATOR, absolutely crushing it. I mean, the bags are flying, guys. The bags are flying here. We absolutely love to see it. Let's see. I forgot if we covered Blub. No, I've never covered Blub. I have no idea what that is. Guess it's a meme on. Okay, Sui meme. So yeah, Sui memes are pretty hot. Why is that? Well, Sui pumped 3x off the bottom at 50 cents. So what do people do? They go to the SUI ecosystem, they gamble on meme coins because that's just what happens when liquidity starts to flow to a certain chain. But I haven't covered any SUI memes. I'm not in any right now, but maybe I should pivot and get into some of them. But yeah, never covered Blow Barbzilla. So just a little wrap up before we head into the weekend. Again, for Bitcoin here, we have cleared the 65K high. This is our first higher high in like 5-6 months. Don't fade this strength. We're in buy the dip mode. We have levels down here below 62, below your Monday low. All of these lows are untapped, guys, right? If you're a market maker, you want to hunt liquidity, where do you go? You go to the untapped lows. All right, so this is the first level we want to be watching down here, just below 62,500. Below that, still like 61,350 down to 60,500. Kind of this area, also the midline of your channel. That's where we're in buy the dip mode. It's been a crazy week. Really, it's been a crazy 2 weeks. Many profits were made, both on the spot portfolio and the active trading account. And you want to keep those profits. You don't want to give them back to the market. So it's not the time to keep on increasing risk, taking more risk to try and extract more value. I think it's the time to lock in your gains that you've made over the past 2 weeks trading and wait to buy the dip. All right. You can give back all those profits in one bad streak of stupid decisions. So just be smart out there and make sure you pay yourself, right? If you're working hard staring at the screens all day, you got to make sure you get paid for your work. So as a trader, it's up to you to withdraw from your account and pay yourself. All right. So with that, have a great weekend, guys. Look for the dip on Bitcoin or the push up to 68,500. But we are bullish as far as I'm concerned. This is just the tip of the iceberg for this bull market. And there's a lot of fun to be had here over the next few months. And hope you guys have a great rest of your Friday and enjoy your weekend. My name's Connor from Crypto Empire. I will see you all in the next video. We won't have a live stream tomorrow, but we will on Sunday. And join the free Telegram. Link in the description down below if you want to be notified when I do post a video or go live next. All right, guys, have a good one. See you.